After posting videos about visiting Iceland during summer and winter, we've gotten a lot of questions about visiting Iceland during the fall. So to start with, here's a guide for Iceland during September. Let's start with the weather. In September, the average temperature is 8.5 degrees Celsius, with an average low of 6 degrees and an average high of 11 degrees. Snowfall is unlikely, but not impossible. Pack layers and make sure your outerwear is windproof and waterproof. And the best way to keep warm is by wearing a woolen base layer. Now, let's talk about daylight hours. In September, we still have a lot of daylight hours in Iceland. But at the same time, the night sky does get dark enough for us to spot northern lights. Woohoo! At the beginning of the month, we have 13.5 hours of daylight. At the end of the month, we have 11.5 hours of daylight. And now for the activities! What to do during September in Iceland. One of the things that makes September an awesome time to visit Iceland is that you'll still be able to do most of the summer activities, especially during the beginning of the month, and at the same time there are fewer crowds than during the summer. You'll also be able to visit the highlands at the beginning of September, but the roads to highland areas such as Landmannalaugar usually close sometimes during the second half of the month. Also, you might be lucky and spot the northern lights, which is awesome! In the beginning of September, you might be lucky to spot puffins, and it's a great month for whale watching as well. September is the final month for kayaking in Iceland. Kayaking is a super cool way to experience places like Jökulsá Glacier Lagoon. Can you go on a road trip in Iceland during September? Absolutely! A road trip is actually one of the best ways to experience the amazing fall scenery. What else can you do in Iceland in September? Glacier hiking, ice climbing, horseback riding, chill in hot springs, visit lava caves, and so much more. Be aware though that this month is the final chance to go on the Inside the Volcano tour. You know, the one where you get lowered down 120 meters into a dormant volcano? It's awesome! By the end of September, you might be able to visit Iceland's natural blue glacier ice caves. And of course, you can experience the Black Katla ice cave all year round. Which is an incredible experience, by the way. On the list of cultural events in September, berry picking is very popular. And in the countryside, you might see sheep roundups. September is the time for gathering the sheep that have been running around free in the highlands and in the countryside all summer. In Reykjavik, you'll be able to join Reykjavik International Film Festival, which starts at the end of September. That was a lot of information about September in Iceland, but hopefully this was helpful. Make sure to check out our full guide about September in Iceland on guidetoiceland.is.